what did the players do? Did you give them like a bit of a break, or it's been pretty much business as normal?
Yeah, we had a few days off. Most of them had 4 days off. The majority of the guys who've played most of the minutes, some of them had a couple of days off and came back into training. So it was a bit of a mixed bag for everyone. And just come back into work and getting ready for a big game tomorrow night.
Yeah, back to Adelaide for you, mate. Any sentiment there for you still?
Always is. That was spent a bit of time there in Adelaide, obviously, Adelaide United. So always fond memories. Still in contact with a lot of people there. So always nice.
And Friday night at Cooper Stadium, always a good occasion.
To be honest, probably one of the best nights. Friday night in Adelaide should be a good crowd. Perfect pitch, nice stadium, good game of football, 2 good teams. So I don't think it can get any better than that, really, can it?
That's right. What do you make of their football this year? Do you think it's sort of changed at all under the new coach?
No, look, I think the club's philosophy there has been very similar. When Carl was there and now Ayrton. So they want to play an attacking brand of football. They got good players in most areas of the park. So they started the season quite well. They're always dangerous. They were dangerous last year, although they conceded a lot of goals last year. I think that's been rectified this season. So they're a lot more stingier this season so far than they were last year. So I think that sets it up for a really good game.
Mate, in terms of the injured players for your team, how's there's Behich, Samuel, and I think Lex as well. How are they all going?
Yeah, no, they're exactly where they are in their terms of their rehab process. Lex probably a little bit longer than the others. Aziz should be back this week. Sammy and Elba, they're roughly around 2 to 3 weeks to go. They're tracking really well. And Nate probably has also a couple of weeks before we get him into a reasonable spot. So they're all progressing well. Unfortunately, it's we're probably looking at still 2-3 weeks or something like that.
I guess you've over the past couple of seasons you've been sort of used to that. Does that help in this situation?
I'm never used to it, Marco.
No,
I've had to put up with it. Yeah, we've had to put up with it. Yeah, look, it's not ideal. Obviously, we've made some mistakes there for sure, and we just need to rectify what we haven't done well and get that right. So it's going to take a little bit of time. It's not something that all of a sudden we're going to change overnight. It's going to take a little bit of time and just being smart about how we periodise the training program moving forward.
And what about the Socceroos boys? When are they due back?
They're due Friday morning, match day. So, a bit of a long trip for them. So we'll see how they both pull up. And everyone here at the club, really pleased for both of them, both making their debuts. Kai, fortunate for him, was able to play a second game for the national team. So brilliant. Not so good for us because that's 2 games already in a week. So, but everyone here really pleased for them. They've worked hard over the last few years. They deserved the opportunity, and they both acquitted themselves very, very well, I thought.
So will they go straight to Adelaide?
Yeah, they'll go straight to Adelaide. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll have some contact with them today at some stage to see how they are, and then we'll make a decision from there.
And as you said, they played really well, didn't they? I guess Patrick in the first game, I don't know if he was expecting to play, but he handled it like an experienced keeper when there's only 22.
Yeah, he did very well. Never easy, obviously. Play against a decent opposition, away from home. But he's a confident kid, to be honest. He can make a mistake, but he bounces back from those pretty quickly. But he's in a rich vein of form. He's always concentrating. He always wants to get better. He performed very well, I thought, the other night, and so did Kai under the circumstances. Did very well yesterday against Colombia.
Yeah, I guess he's been waiting for it. He's been in a couple of camps, but to play 2 games, I mean, it's a good vote of confidence in him, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Popper.
Yep, absolutely. So it's a good thing, and all he can do is just like they've waited for the opportunity. They've taken the opportunity, and that's all they can do. They got to put themselves in the window. They put them in the eyes of Popper, and if they continue their form through the course of the year, like they've started the season off, both of them very well again, and if they continue that form, it always gives them the best chance of Socceroo World Cup berth next year.
And maybe with the Champions League next week, I guess that's another game that's coming up, and and they're coming back tomorrow, and so does that all sort of weigh up in how you decide to use them and guys who might be on the edge with their fitness as well?
Yeah, we have to see how they pull up. Obviously, Kai's probably the trickier one because he's played 2 games, and if we decide to play him tomorrow, that'll be 3 games in 7 days. So he's fit. He's always eager. He wants to play every minute of every game. So that's a fantastic attitude to have. But we also have to be sensible. So we'll see, and then we'll have to regroup after that. We'll come back to Melbourne on the Saturday after the Friday's game, and we have a couple of days to prepare for Johor.
Andy Naboo, I think might be his 100th appearance for City if he plays.
Yeah.
Where's he? I know he's been coming off the bench. Is he, sort of maybe chance to start with his fitness and that now?
Yep. He's done a hell of a lot of work, obviously, the last 12 months. Had a couple of setbacks through that course of that 12 months. But his attitude's always been first class, and he just gets on with it. He can get frustrated like everyone, but he's really been diligent with the work that he's done to get himself to reasonable condition. We had him off the bench the last 3 games, and unfortunately we don't have reserves, so the only way you can get match fitness is playing in the first team. So that's the same case for everyone, and he's fine. So it'll take him a little bit of time to get his match fitness, but he's fit, he's strong. It'll be just how long he's able to last, considering he hasn't played a full game for a long time.
Mate, overall, how do you rate that first 4 weeks of the season, and going sort of forward? Is there anything that you see that you might need to sort of, what's the name, improve? Or are we happy with where things are?
Oh, we're travelling all right, to be honest, at the moment, Marco. But like every club, you want to improve. There's a coaching and a training process. We have training sessions. We review the training sessions to see that we're getting the outcomes that we need. We'll go into a game. We'll review the game. Try to fix the areas that we need to improve on. Continue to improve on the things that we're getting right as well, because that process just never stops. It's just continuous, and sometimes in this window it's difficult for us because we're playing a game every 3 days. We have it just recently as well. So then it's about finding a balance of whether you review your last game or you prepare for your next game, which is in a couple of days' time. So they're all the things that you got to juggle with. But to be honest, our guys have been brilliant. To be able to, from Brisbane, go to Japan, get a result there, come back with a one day's recovery and a very light tactical session before victory, and get a performance like we did. It's incredible the resolve that our players have. So you got to have a strong mentality. You got to have the right attitude. You got to have everyone working for each other, and that's certainly what we have at this group at the moment. So we need to continue that. We're going to get things wrong. Sometimes we're going to go and play a game. We're not going to have that on our own terms. So we're just going to have to find a way to get through those difficult moments, like every club has. And tomorrow will be a perfect case as well. Adelaide are a very good footballing side, so we're going to have some really nice moments, and they're going to have really nice moments, and it's about how you manage those difficult periods. It's a bit of a wrestle game, really. They're going to have moments and so are we. And I think it's the one who handles those moments the best that will probably get the right outcome.